Hi folks, and welcome back. I'm out on the Norfolk Broads today, paddling up the River Thurn towards Hickling Broad, where I'm going to have an overnight camp tonight. It's a little bit breezy, but not nearly as bad as it was earlier. When I first got here, it was blowing an absolute hoolie, really strong gusts, snow and sleet coming across horizontally. Yeah, not good conditions to be out on the water in a canoe, really. So I just kicked my heels for a couple of hours, monitored the weather on the radar, had a bit of lunch, and now I'm on the water. And the weather is supposed to pick up as the afternoon goes on, and that wind's supposed to drop, which will be nice. We're just coming up to Potterheim, which is a small broadland village with a few shops and boat hire companies and a very nice medieval bridge, which we'll be passing under shortly. And then we'll carry on along the river for a bit before turning off towards Hickling. Really looking forward to this. It's been ages since I've been out in the canoe. Really looking forward to trying out a new camp spot. I've been to this spot a couple of times before, but never camped there, so it should be good. I've brought loads of wood with me because there are a few trees there, but I doubt there's going to be any firewood. So that's why I've got so much gear with me. I've got a barrel full of wood and I've got another dry bag full of wood so that I can have a fire this evening and just keep warm and cook and all the rest of it. We're just coming up to the point where we turn off the River Thurn and head up towards Hickling Broad. I've been taking advantage of the reeds and the houses on the left-hand side of the bank here, the left-hand side of the river, and just tucking into the lee there, out of the wind. It's much easier paddling, but I'm about to turn directly into the wind, so it's about to get a lot harder. Just stopped to have a drink of water. It's it's quite hard work along this section, fighting against the wind. I'm getting towards Hickling Broad now, and it's starting to widen up a bit, and the wind is just blowing down from the northern end of the broad and creating these wind waves. And there's really nowhere I can go to escape them, you know, to get out of the wind, because the wind is blowing directly in my face. So I'm just having to put my head down and battle into it, really. I'm just going to take a minute before I carry on, because once I'm onto the broad, that's it. There's nowhere really to stop. Got a little bit caught out there by a sudden snow shower. I just paddled over to the edge of the Broad here, tucked into the reeds just to get out of the worst of it. The wind's picked up. I thought I might have got away with it. The wind had calmed down quite a bit as I was coming along that section just coming into the Broad. And I thought, wow, this is it. The storm is passing. But no, just had one last little bit to give. I got to my camp spot after one last little battle with the wind, and I've got my shelter set up. I'm just using my canoe as the back wall, and I've stretched a tarp up over the top as a lean-to. Gives a nice bit of protection from the back, having the canoe there. And actually just in the nick of time, because there's some very dark, sinister looking clouds rolling on in. They might actually skirt past us looking at them, but there may well be some more showers yet to come. I haven't got to collect any firewood. Like I said earlier, I bought firewood with me because I just didn't know what there was going to be here. There are a few trees, birch trees, and I see some of them have been cut down, probably for firewood in the past. I'm not going to go cutting trees down. I brought wood with me anyway, so I'm gonna use it. It's less to carry home again. So yeah, haven't got to spend time prepping wood, which is good. I'm going to set my bivvy up. I'm going to have a bivvy bag underneath the tarp here. It's supposed to drop down to -2 or -3, I think, overnight. So having the bivvy bag will just keep some of that warmth in, keep me nice and cozy. And yeah, if there is any more weather overnight and it blows down under the tarp, I'll at least stay nice and dry. I've got the Dutch Army hooped bivvy with me, which is nice and roomy. Yeah, really comfortable. So I'll get that set up in a few minutes. And yeah, just get things a little bit organised here. Well, I think I'm pretty much all set up. We just had a hail shower come through, so I'm really glad to have this tarp set up. I was able to duck in out of the hail, and there's loads of room in here, much more room than if I bought you know, a small tent or whatever. I'm going to light my fire in about 20 minutes. I'm just going to wait for that sun to set. I don't think there's anybody around, to be honest, to see my wood smoke. And where I am it's almost like an island. I'm surrounded by marshland, so really the only way to get here is by boat. So all is good there. But yeah, I'll just wait till that sun dips down, then I'll get a fire lit, warm up a little bit, and start thinking about dinner. I'm just going to use a couple of these wood wool Twizzlers to light the fire, and I've been and gathered up a load of this, well, they're just birch twigs basically. They're all over the floor around here. There's birch trees all over this kind of little lump of land that I'm on. So I've just collected a load of that up, and that will take really well. And I'm just going to light it with a lighter because, yeah, well, I just am. I'm loading the fire up with some split logs, and I put a nice piece of oak on because I need embers. I'm going to be roasting a chicken for my dinner tonight. I bought a tin with me that I can use to roast it in, but I need those embers so I can lay them on the top of the tin to get that, you know, all-round heat like you get with a Dutch oven. It's not a Dutch oven; it's just like a thin stainless steel tin that I'm going to use instead because it was lighter and more packable to bring. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really hungry. I ate my lunch at about 11:30 while I waited for that weather to blow over earlier, and obviously since then I've had a fair paddle. I think it's about 7 miles to get here from where I parked into the wind, a lot of it. So yeah, I am proper hungry. So this is the tin I'm going to use to roast the chicken in. You've probably seen this before on previous videos. It's an army surplus tin, stainless steel, and yeah, it's ideal for roasting because the lid is flat on the bottom, so I can load coals on top, and I'll get that heat from above as well as below. It's obviously not got the same you know, thickness and heat distribution as cast iron, but it's a lot lighter, which is why I bought it. And then I've got a small trivet which will just sit in the bottom there, and it's just raised slightly up off the base, which will hopefully stop the chicken from burning on the bottom there. And then I've got my TJM grill here to support it on. I'm going to put that on just now, just to start warming. Get a little bit lower. Get a few on the top. Alright, there's my chicken. It's not massive, but it's only me eating it. So I'm going to roast that, but before I do that, I'm going to season it. With some, I think it's garlic, onion and paprika chicken seasoning. Okay, and it goes. Not much fizz. Nice. Juices are running clear. I'll give it 5 more minutes just to be safe. Go. And there's only one thing you need to go with chicken, and that's loads of sweet chili sauce. I've really enjoyed my evening. Sat around the fire here. Dinner was good. I know it was only a chicken and some sweet chili sauce, but it was really nice, and it filled me up. Just the job. Yeah. I've just opened my third beer, which is a Polly's Mosaic something or other. I can't read it because I haven't got my glasses on. Another IPA. Very nice. So I'm going to drink this up before bed. It's approaching 10 o'clock. So, yeah, 10 o'clock is generally my bedtime. It's a really nice spot here. I really like it. It's kind of raised, high, dry, you know, firm underfoot, which is a bit of a rarity for land near the Broads. Usually it's just kind of marshy. And if you do find a bit of solid ground, it's usually really boggy and wet. So this is a bit of a gem just here. Yeah, really nice. A few trees and really peaceful. Yeah, now that wind has dropped, it's really quiet. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, I've been to this spot a couple of times before. but only ever stopped for lunch, you know, while I've been up here paddling on the Broads or on Hickling Broad, and always fancied stopping and spending the night here. So I'm glad I've finally done it. It's going to be a bit of a chilly night tonight. I'll be plenty warm enough in my bivvy, to be honest. My sleeping bag's warm, so there's no issues there. But I dare say there'll be a bit of a frost in the morning, if the forecast is correct. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right, I'm going to get this drunk up and hit the sack. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Morning, folks. A chilly one this morning, but absolutely stunning. That sun reflecting across the water there, that is something else. Stunning, gorgeousness. That's all I've got to say. Yeah. I woke up a few times in the night, a bit chilly. I think I'd have been warm enough, except my sleeping pad is quite thick, and it was pushing me up into the top of the bivvy bag, and I think it was compressing my sleeping bag, the insulation in my sleeping bag, against the inside of the bivvy bag, if you see what I mean. So I had to keep shuffling. I was all right if I laid on my back. It wasn't so bad, but I'm a side sleeper, so I think kind of my shoulders and stuff were just pushing up against the bivvy bag and compressing the insulation, which is just making me a bit chilly. But I just readjusted and I managed to get off back to sleep again. It was fine. Yeah, just enjoying a lovely cup of coffee this morning. Just the job. And I'm going to get on and cook some breakfast in a few minutes. I didn't bother lighting the fire again this morning. I have got wood left, but I also bought a twig stove with me, my Firebox, so I thought I'd just use that. It's easier. I haven't got to wait for the fire to cool down and things. Once I'm finished with breakfast, just easier and quicker to clear up when it's time to go. But I'm not in a rush this morning. It's quite nice. I'm just going to spend a bit of time and just drink this all in, really. Yeah, there are swans out there on the water, just kind of waking up and doing their thing. Breakfast this morning is good old spam, and with it I'm going to be having some hash brown potatoes. These were sent to me ages ago by one of my subscribers in the US. I've just been reading the instructions. I've got to fill this up to the line at the top there with boiling water, and then let it stand for 12 minutes, I think. And then, yeah, and then they're just fried up. So that should be just the job. Spam and hash browns. Right, the spuds have had their time, and it looks like they've rehydrated pretty well. I'm just going to slice my spam up. And of course it isn't breakfast without a good old dollop of ketchup. Spam. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. I'm going to get everything packed away and tidied up, scrape all the frost off the canoe and off the tarp, and pack all this wet gear away, because I've got a couple of hours to paddle to get back to where I parked, so I probably do need to get moving. Yeah, it's been a really nice camp. I've enjoyed it. Chilly this morning, but absolutely stunning to wake up to that sunrise, and just so still and peaceful. Such a difference from from yesterday paddling out here. Yeah, really nice spot. But it is time to pack up and get going. Well, I'm all packed away and tidied up. I've put this place pretty much back to how it was when I arrived. It's a little bit trampled and a little bit muddy in places where I've been, but that'll soon recover, you know, once the new growth comes in spring. It's been a really nice camp. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Good food and just a good little reset. I needed it. Yeah. But all good things must come to an end. It's time to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.